Oh God. OCs, original characters. Whether they be inspired from characters of other popular franchises or completely original to the artist, one cannot deny their sheer abundance in the digital art community. Some artists go as far as to have over 100 OCs, and others describe it as an addiction of sorts. It is admittedly fun to fabricate your own universe of characters with in-depth personalities, relationships, lore, and so on. And the results of such imaginative labor can be quite a sight to behold, and sometimes not so much. As the owner of a small art and animation community on Discord, it has been an honor to bear witness to the many OCs that have been posted on the server for all to see. And today I'll be sharing and critiquing certain intriguing OCs that I've seen of recent. Our first OC comes from AdSookie, who says, "Rate my first comic. I know, edgy." Well, an artist who is self-aware enough to recognize edginess can't be that bad, right? So here we have a pink-haired girl with aloe vera leaves sticking out of her arms and hair. Maybe this will make more sense once I read this. Introduction. Hi everyone, it's me, Brith? Name, Brith. Age, 15. Likes, pink candy, being loud. Status, infected by tentacle monster. That explains a lot. It seems like you are getting interested in this comic. Well, what do you think? It's not bad for his first comic, right? It's okay if you don't love me.
I don't need to be loved.
Also follow me on Twitter @SkiLR, thanks. Well, it is edgy. Moving on. Here we have an OC by Prisoner13, who appears to have drawn a guy with a gray sweater and red eyes. Oh, don't tell me this is another one of those edgy OCs. Yeah, it probably is, considering that the Chinese on the right literally translates to demon. So I guess this is some type of demon boy. Not sure if those jagged streaks on the back are supposed to be some type of shadow tentacles, maybe, sprawling out to suspend him in the air like Doc Ock or something, which would explain that weird sideways lean he is in. Or it could just all be part of the background and this is some type of awkward mid-crumping position. I don't know. The rest of the body looks pretty stiff, as this fine gentleman put it. I'd put him in more of a menacing hunched position with the arms flaring out to coincide with the wide leg stance, maybe just to sell the fact that he's a demon and not just some rando punk who put on some red contact lenses. Moving on. Next we have an OC by Med's Pride with Kazi, is that it? I'm not really good at these names. Cozy, because she's soft and furry and whatnot. So it's a big improvement from the last two, not trying to be edgy. Actually has a personality. Looking pretty cocky in his brown khakis. A lot of brown in this one. That's one thing I'll say as a critique. Kinda bland, to be honest. I can appreciate the blue accents, but I wish they were a tad brighter, or more prominent. Maybe have it for the eye color. Not sure what kind of animal he's based off of though. He's got hooves. Could be a horse, or a goat, it's hard to tell. It's also hard to tell what that icon in the shirt is supposed to be. Maybe a green carrot, or a stick, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this one, but it's the best so far. Moving on. Next by Dr. Balake, a character design for a villain in which I have named Vitality. Hey, that sounds kinda cool. I'd like to see. What? Is that it? These are just bubbles. Well, they could be like evil sentient bubbles or something. I guess that's a pretty original concept. Not much I can say on the design department though. Literally just circles. Next. So this OC looks pretty cool. A tall, four-eyed rabbit with a black suit and orange energy emitting from it. I like the color scheme. Once again, we got Chinese characters spelling out the name for some reason. Is Chinese supposed to be an edgy language or something? Speaking of edgy, got some kind of pentagram thing, which I think is supposed to be like this guy's stats, like he's a video game character. Some of these stats sound better suited for a firearm, like range and precision. I mean, he ain't got a gun, so I'm not sure how he would measure those. Aside from that, I like it. Another one of his is Stone Cold. Once again, it's got the Chinese characters and the pentagram stats list, but the character itself, kinda reminiscent of an old Buddha statue, so at least here the Chinese make sense. Not really sure what to make of it. He says it's a stand eye catch for the fan-made stand, Stone Cold, made for the lovely pillbox. Not really sure what any of this means, to be honest. I tried googling Stone Cold and pillbox, only to have a few Let's Play videos come up. Apparently this guy Pillbox is a gamer on YouTube, so I guess Stone Cold was a character in one of his games he played. So I tried googling Stone Cold video game character, but all I got were images of Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I guess this is a dead end. Up next by the Homo Lord is this abomination. Dear Lord, what is that vile creature? Ne me fais pas bousculer crayon en autant cool. Which is French, and it translates to, don't make me shove a pencil on top of your butt. Yeah, that's definitely helpful information. Really adds to the character. Next Dou C by Chensis Joynert is a fine looking lady named Joyner Kirkman, and is very detailed even for a reference sheet, as you may have noticed. This is due to the deep lore of the universe in which this character resides in, and also the fact that she morphs into this absolute Lunarian god morph. I honestly appreciate the amount of detail and thought put into this, especially compared to the last one. She's apparently got a purple tongue,
Your dumb pretty patties turned my face purple!
which for some reason turns a bright blue when she morphs into the creature. Not sure what to say to that. The creature itself, pretty cool, pretty well drawn. It's got a galactic space pattern, which is a strange trend I've been seeing amongst other OCs who are alien or space-based. But aside from that, it's alright. Next is Melanie, who says, made this for a Minecraft skin. Well, it's a skin alright. I'd obviously critique proportions and whatnot, but since it's just a reference for a skin and not an actual character, not much I can say. The messenger bag that she points out though, she says it goes around the waist. Well, it's on the waist, but the strap actually goes around the shoulder. But I'm just nitpicking at this point. Next up, we got Marshmallow Candle Boy, aka my persona. So let's see here. His name is Mr. He's 13 and male. Oh wow, I never would have guessed. He's 4'10", candling, not sure what that means. I guess the act of lighting candles or collecting candles. Maybe that's some niche hobby, I don't know. Supposed to be a chocolate marshmallow. Well, I guess. Always lit, unless he's going to sleep, but it can be put out. Kinda reminds me of Charmander's little flame tail, which maybe does the same thing. I'm not too caught up on my Pokemon lore, but I just need to Google candling real quick. I need to know what that is. Ear candling is an unsafe, unproven practice during which a person inserts a lit candle into their ear. Into their ear! The heat from the candle is supposed to draw earwax and other impurities out of the ear. Proponents of ear candling claim that it can treat a number of conditions ranging from earwax buildups to cancer.
Alrighty then.
We've got another Biomed's Pride. This one is called Isabelle. Bisexual. Age 32. Performer. Sings a lot. Is a fish lady. Calls people sweetie a lot. Well, not seeing too much fish influences. Oh, there, I can kinda see a tail. I think those are supposed to be scales, but the way they're drawn kinda makes it look like she's sweating profusely, but that could just be me. She's very suspiciously scantily clad, and she's a performer. I tried to confirm my suspicions by asking, what does she do for a living?
Your wife interested in photographs, eh? Know what I mean? Photographs? He asked him knowingly.
To which she replied, she's a famous performer.
Look, are you insinuating something?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's not really helping her case. But I'll just take your word for it that she's a singer, nothing more. I bet fish have amazing vocal range. Who am I to judge? Next OC by Mr. is a Taz Clark. Let's see what he's all about. He's ageless, pansexual, single boy, sadomasochist. Is that like a more intense form of masochism? Guess I'm off to Google again. This is turning out to be a very educational episode. We are learning a lot today, kids. The giving or receiving of pleasure from acts involving the receipt or infliction of pain or humiliation. Yeah, this is just masochism times 2. 511. Fascinated by gore, murder, and blood. Oh dear, what is up with this guy? I thought he looked pretty chill and friendly with his cute little cat ears and tail, but turns out he's some type of closet serial killer. And why do you have a half-naked reference? And why is he Aussie? You know what, I don't even want to dive deeper into this. So I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the sea of OCs. If you want to see me actually try and improve some OCs, check out these vids in my channel. And yes, an actual animation is coming soon, just taking a bit longer since this one's a collab. Here's a sneak peek. Bro! So stay tuned if you want to see me get involuntarily hospitalized. And if you want to join the server, maybe to send me an OC, go right ahead. Links in the description. Ah!